It's 6:16 and time now for What's Trending. Well, an artist in Omaha, Nebraska is giving dead trees new life by carving them into art. Take a look at this. Passerby can't get enough of what 48-year-old Fritz hand carved out of what remained of a dying 100-year-old tree, and is a lifelong artist who has been working with chainsaw art for the last few years, and he was looking to branch out into larger projects when he got the idea of working on fallen and damaged trees during a walk around his neighborhood. Hand is always on the lookout for his next tree to turn into art, and he says he's hoping to find one that says to him, "I am Groot," a character from the Marvel Comics superhero film Guardians of the Galaxy. That's really funny. I love that. Big fan of Marvel.
Look at the detail of that. I mean, it's very impressive to see it. And with a chainsaw, too. I mean, that's a delicate touch, if you ask me.
Absolutely. That takes time. That takes patience. And like you said, that was the first thing that I noticed, Devin, was the detail with that. So obviously, you know, he had an artistic knack before this. But, you know, I think it's a great idea. It's a way that you can preserve the dead or damaged trees. So.
Yeah, and I mean, I remember when I was still a reporter here at Newswatch 12, and it was a tree, actually, it was in Lake Tomahawk, near Bitters and Bull. It's not on the Bitters and Bull property, I don't think. My memory's failing me there. But it was a tree that had been old, it was damaged, it was starting to fall apart. So they pretty much chopped down a lot of the branches and turned into this I want to call it a totem pole, but I don't think that's the correct language here. Because it spans up, you have like eagles and other animals on it or something like that. You probably have seen one of those, right?
Right, yeah.
So that's really just cool to see this going to, I guess, make use of trees that kind of just, I guess you can say, outlived their use. I don't know if that's the correct word to use.
Yeah,
but
just to like preserve them and just keep it around in some kind of way. So yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, definitely, and it's really cool to see that. I mean, if you were given a chainsaw to try to draw art, would you do it, or would you be like, no way?
I would attempt it. I can't promise that what the outcome would be very nice, but I would attempt it. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I would try to attempt if I had some help there, but we would need an artist touch there.
Yeah, I don't know if I would make the nicest portrait.
Possibly get some help, but speaking of art, or I should say some McDonald's art from a long time ago, too. I mean, at least I look at the McDonald's characters as a long time ago. Yeah. Have you ever wondered what McDonald's grimace character is supposed to be? You know, that little purple guy who hangs out with Ronald McDonald? I honestly haven't seen it in a commercial in a while, but I remember that from my childhood. A McDonald's employee who won Outstanding Manager of the Year is behind the grimace guesses, and he told Canadian news outlet CBC the grimace is a huge purple taste bud. It's a taste bud. After all these years, it's a taste bud. The chain won't confirm that, though, so the mystery holds. It tells USA Today Grimace is whatever people want him to be, even if that's just a weird purple blob, which is what I thought it was after all this time. The McDonald's social media folks are having fun with the Grimace debate. They updated the company's Twitter profile to say, "Grimace is a close personal friend of mine." And they also tweeted lamenting that people always ask what Grimace is and not how he is. And that is too funny. And yeah, I remember seeing a lot of these characters growing up, and you know, you don't see them much in McDonald's commercials anymore. And to be personally honest, and maybe it's just because I haven't watched maybe much TV outside of working here, I haven't seen many McDonald's commercials. Have you?
Not too many lately, and especially like not with the characters like we used to see with the, what was that, the burglar, the other guy, the burglar. Hamburglar, thank you to the team in the back.
And thank you, Jordan, in the back for that. We appreciate it.
But yeah, you don't see that anymore, and I've always wondered that. So I'm really happy we have somewhat of an answer there.
Yeah, somewhat of an answer there, and this is and a general praise there. We have a great team in the back that works very hard, and even for even simple knowledge like that, we always definitely appreciate it.
Absolutely. Well, now we're going to take a turn to something a little icky. It's a big advance in the robotic vacuum cleaner that took years of research. The new Roomba has learned how to avoid any pet surprises left on the floor. It's a robot vacuum cleaner's nightmare, but who wants to run over an accident? This diagram was how one puppy owner portrayed the poop-tastrophe that befell his home when his Roomba ran over his pup Evie's accident, resulting in a home that closely resembles a Jackson Pollock poop painting. Ooh. But now iRobot's new Roomba solves the poopocalypse problem. I'm sorry, these things are funny. The Roomba is now able to both identify and avoid number 2, and it is backed by the pet owner official promise acronym POOP. That's good. I'm sorry. But yeah, this is very random, but I'm glad that that it's able to avoid the mess. I mean, nobody wants to run over that, so I get it.
And this is officially the second time in my time on the morning show that I've talked about poop on the air. The first time was when I was covering for Tyler Moore with Marissa, and it wasn't the poop you would think of. I think it's some kind of something you can make into a statue or something like that. It wasn't actually poop like from someone's behind. It was a different kind of something that we would call poop. But this one, definitely the traditional poop or the traditional disgusting poop that we know.
Yeah, I'm glad it can avoid that. Yeah.